Hello everyone, welcome to Carrie's Crochet and Craft. I wanted to do the Joann's haul that I did when I was doing some shopping therapy. Now a lot of you know that a year ago I lost my mom on April 10, and so this year to honor her, to remember her, I decided to go shopping. Shopping therapy. She used to take me, not necessarily to Joann's a lot, we did go sometimes, but down in the Portland area especially, there was a place we called Mill Inns. It probably had another official name, it's just we called it Mill Inns. I think anybody we knew called it Mill Inns. And so we would go there and we would pick out fabric and patterns, or at least fabric. We'd buy patterns somewhere else maybe, and then we'd go home. And my mom had taught me to sew when I was 12, and so, you know, she'd help me learn how to sew something, or, you know, she'd make something for me. But at any rate, we always had fun going and picking out all this yarn. So I decided to go shopping in honor of her, and I had been staying away from the fabric side in Joann's. I was doing very good at that, except for the smocked fabrics that I was buying. But I decided that this time, since my mom used to always take me shopping for fabric, that I would get some patterns and some fabric and I would make some dresses. So that's what I did. I bought some other things too. But I wanted to show you what all I bought on that trip. So let's start with this one thing first, and this is something that my mom would have just been tickled that I bought, because it's something that I will do with my boys as a handicraft. Since I homeschool my younger two boys, especially my oldest is in college and my second is about done with high school, but my younger two boys I'm still homeschooling, and part of what we do for our homeschooling, trying to do anyway, is doing like learning some skills. And so I thought this would be really cool, this wood easel loom from Big Twist. And I am going to work with my boys to make some kind of, I don't know, placemat. It's not that large of a loom, 16.5 inches by 24 inches. So you can make like a placemat, or like several pieces, maybe piece them together to make a rug or something. But just something to give them a feel of working with yarns and just a different, you know, learning a different skill. So I got that to do with them. All right. I love the purses that I made from these yarns. So I have a lot still, and I just seem to pick up more every time I go there. I just love it. So I will hopefully be finding, you know, even more patterns to use these with, but yeah. So I got the hunter green and the big one. So I'll do the big ones first. I don't think I got very many of the little skeins, so maybe in fact, oh, okay, there's more over there. I'll wait for those because I can't reach that bag very well. So this is hunter. So the specs on this, they are 10.58 ounces or 300 grams, 16 yards or 15 meters, 100% polyester. It is kind of a brushed fabric feel, and they are a tube yarn, and they're filled with like a batting type of thing. So yeah, love working with these. So hunter brown. These were on clearance already at $10.97, and then I think I got them at 40% off. This is soft gray, mauve, eggplant, which I love this color, showing up a lot more yellowish on the screen, but it's actually a little more, not quite so yellowish in person. But I love the purse. The purse that I made out of this color is just gorgeous. Then I also got honey. And again, another great color for the purses. This is burgundy. More red on screen than it is. And then this one is teal. So I already, like I said, I already have these colors and I have purses made up from them, and this is just a gorgeous combination to see these in my bin. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So I got those for the thick ones, and then I got one more over here in the maple color. So yeah, love all those purses, and I got all these yarns, I hope, you know, thinking I will make more, but I need to see how they work at my markets. I have one coming up this weekend, the spring fling, so we'll see how all those purses, just talking things all over the place, we'll see how those purses do. If they do well enough, I'll be quickly making up some more for sure. Then in the cover story and the thinner yarns, again, this is 100% polyester, 8.8 ounces or 250 grams, 125 yards or 114 meters. This is a size 6 weight yarn. I think I didn't say on these are a 7 weight. So size 6 weight yarn on these, and this one is in the color mustard and brick red, navy, and then this is a pretty color in a light pink. So those will be fun to make up into little purses, the patterns that I have. And again, I'll look at seeing what else I can make with these too. All right. Then I just can't refuse these menageries. Refuse? Did I say refuse or confused? I can't refuse these big twist menagerie. This is rose finch. I probably already have some in this color. I don't know. Maybe not, but maybe I'm just thinking of these that I got. Rose finch. It's so pretty, and I will probably make a sweater or something out of those, or some kind of top. 100% acrylic, 410 yards or 5.29 ounces, 375 meters or 150 grams. So I got that in the rose finch color, and then also in the 4 in the rose finch, and which color are these? The hummingbird. And we have, okay, I have 4 of those too. The hummingbird color, which this one is kind of suiting to get suitable fitting, kind of fitting to get on a shopping therapy trip, remembering my mom because she loves hummingbirds. And we used to go watch, there's some places outside of town here ways where they just set up hummingbird feeders all over the place, and they plant flowers to attract them, and just dozens and dozens of hummingbirds. You can go and watch them and stand real close, and if you're still enough, they will land on your hand or your finger in front of the little feeders. It's a really awesome place to go, and my mom loved going there. So hummingbird yarn. All right, so that is it for the yarn that I bought on that shopping trip, I believe, anyway. Yep. So then after the yarn shopping, I went, excuse me, I'm going to empty my lap of the yarn. After I shopped for yarn, I went to the other side of the store and I looked at patterns, because I've been wanting more dresses, and a lot of the dresses you find in the store, they're like form-fitting or, you know, to the knees, which is fine, but I'd like to have like T-length, like to my calf, or at least below the knees, and or, you know, I don't know, they're just not like the dresses that I had growing up that were nice and flowy and just more, not to say that the dresses that I see in the stores aren't feminine, but they just feel more feminine on. Anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but I went to look at patterns for dresses. So I found some dresses, and then I got some fabrics that I could use to make these patterns, or look through the fabric I already have to use. But anyway, I got patterns, I got fabric, and I got zippers. So here we go. I got this dress, and I like that there's a variety. You can do cap sleeves, long sleeves. I don't know if there's a mid-length sleeve. Looks like maybe you can do like the 3/4 sleeve on those. And here on the back, you can see all the variations of how you can make it. And I think you use stretch knit fabrics, medium weight, moderate stretch knit fabrics. This is cotton knits, jerseys, and interlock. So that'll be a comfortable dress, and it's nice and flowy. And so I got some zippers in many different colors because I didn't have fabric picked out, and so I was just thinking, okay, we need what kind of, oh, this one doesn't take zippers. Never mind. The other patterns I got do this zippers. This one doesn't. That's nice. Okay, so anyway, that's one of the patterns that I got. I also got this pattern here, so you can see it can be to the knee or it can be longer, and short sleeve or longer sleeve. And so right there, of course, the two variations. And so this one takes zippers. This is also moderate stretch knits, like jersey, lightweight sweater knits, etc. This one also does not take zippers, so that's good. What did I buy all those zippers for? Because of this dress right here. So this is really nice and feminine. It's got, you can either do a straight skirt or a flowy skirt. You can do cap sleeves or no sleeves. And it's got that cute little contrast at the waist. So this one does require an 18-inch invisible zipper. I got a whole bunch of non-invisible zippers. I didn't realize all the invisible zippers were on the other side of the stand. So I just saw all the zippers that were regular zippers and got them because I don't care if they're invisible, I guess. It doesn't matter to me. And so this one takes cotton type fabrics, brocade, I mean a whole list of fabrics, so you can use a wide variety of that. Then I also got 7-inch zippers because I got this skirt pattern. I don't necessarily like the handkerchief style, but so I will probably make this skirt here and maybe in several different colors depending on how easy it is to make. They like cottons, crepe, linen types, silky types, and rayons. There's just the various thing. So because I didn't have fabrics picked out at the time, I just went through the zippers and got a whole bunch of different colors. The zippers ended up being like 60 cents each because they were already marked down to 80, I think 80% off. So I just got a whole bunch of zippers in the 7-inch and then in the 18-inch, which is what those two patterns called for. So I'm not gonna go like through all of the colors with you, so I'm just gonna show you like, oh, I got some other sizes too. I'll just kind of show you the colors in groups here. There's some, the color name is up there if you really want to see it. Dark rose, you can see right there. So I don't know if you care what the color names are, so I'm just going to show you some of the colors that I got. Because I like a wide variety of colors, and you never know what color of fabric I'm going to pick out. So I pretty much just got all of the colors in that size of zipper that they had. So there's those. Because you just never know what color of fabric I'm gonna feel like pulling out. Let's see. More 7-inch. You can see I got a ton of zippers. Oops, that's an 18-inch. So there's even more. And no, I did not get duplicates of colors. That's a lot of colors to choose from. More 7-inch. There we go. Okay. So here's a couple more 7-inch, or a few more, 3 more 7-inch colors. And then that skirt was it the skirt called for an 18-inch, or the dress, one of them anyway, called for 18-inch. So I got, again, I think just one of every color that I could find there. There might have been some colors I left on the shelf, but anyway, for 60 cents each or whatever, whoops, yeah, 60 cents each, I can have them around. I also thought, you know, what if I can make some bags, and I'll have zippers, either crochet bags or sew some bags. Somehow I ended up with a 9-inch in there. So there's that. So let me show you the fabrics now that I got. And get all these zippers contained. All right. So I don't remember exactly the yardage that I've got of these, but I think I got like all of this yardage that was on one bolt or a couple bolts, and then I got like, I think this one was 5 yards. So this is a cotton knit fabric, and I love the just pastels. I mean, I think that'll be very pretty. I may have gotten that to do with this dress. Let's see. That one only calls for 1 3/4 yards, so that's probably not it. This one calls for like 2.5 yards. Maybe I got it to do that one with. At any rate, I got a lot of it. I think it's pretty. A nice kind of summery dress with that. I could maybe even make 2 dresses out of that. Then I think these other ones are, this one's another knit, but it feels like swimsuit material, but I kind of didn't really care. It's a very pretty kind of pansy pattern. Blues with a hint of purple and a little bit of green in there. Love that pattern. Pansies. My mom always used to plant pansies. I would love picking them. I got this daisy knit. I think that's very cute. I think that one will be cute as this dress right here. Yeah. Then I got, not sure what kind of fabric this is. Kind of a, I don't know. It's not a knit fabric, as far as stretchy knit, I should say. So that's a very pretty floral. And I think I got that to do this dress with. So I really like that. That's pretty. And then one more. Another pinky blue pearl floral. And again, this one I can probably make, I think maybe this skirt out of or something. So now I've got to unearth my sewing machine. Do you guys want me to do some episodes of me cleaning up my hobby room and resorting things? Because right now there's a huge pile back there that I can't even get through. I need to get it all organized, and maybe this summer I can get to that. So anyway, that is my haul from my shopping therapy trip, remembering my mom. And yeah, we still have a couple more hauls to show you, which I'll show you another time. And anyway, thanks for joining me. Always glad to have you here, and I appreciate your comments. I enjoy the interaction with you guys. So anyway, we will see you next time. Bye.